Welcome to a new video of mine. In the past few weeks we have seen an increasing number of airlines utilizing their passenger aircraft for cargo flights. Why? Well, there is not enough cargo capacity at this moment within the cargo fleets to cover all the necessary flights for supplies and medication to fight the coronavirus. So in this video I will share with you a few interesting news, like breaking news, and also some very nice innovations, especially for the Airbus A320, especially for this purpose. So stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and share. So let's start with KLM. By now you probably have seen already my video where I talked about how KLM instantly retired all its 747-400s passenger aircraft last month because of the crisis. They were supposed to retire them next year after getting delivery of some additional 787s and even a 777, but they decided to do it now. And today KLM decided, in a cooperation with the Dutch government and Philips, to bring back from retirement, to reactivate two 747-406M, which are the Combi versions, and these will be utilized on certain flights. And you may ask, the Combi? Which one was that again? If you didn't watch the video, it's up here. So the Combi basically has, you have, let's say on the left side, you have the first door, second door, third door, fourth door, and fifth door. So just after the fourth door, they build a wall. They generally leave like a small door in it. And then between the last two doors, there's quite a big compartment where about 188 people can sit. And that is converted just like a cargo 747 would be. So they have all the wheels, all the hooks, all the mechanics on the floor, and the cargo open ceiling. A big cargo door is installed, and they can basically stuff anything in there. Cars, horses, pallets, you name it. So these will be used to fly twice a week from Monday the 13th of April to Beijing and 3 times a week to Shanghai with these 747s. They already have been using 777, 787 to transport cargo, but these are passenger aircraft and they don't have the capabilities that the 747-400M/Combi has. So this is to transport medical equipment. Also, because Philips is involved, we're talking about breathing instruments, big machinery that are heavy and that actually need a cargo hold to be able to be transported. So this is what the KLM will be doing for the coming 6 to 8 weeks as it looks now, depending on how long the crisis will last. The next airline I would like to cover in this video is Virgin Atlantic. It ferries vital NHS supplies from Shanghai, and they're using for that at this moment a 787-900, and they basically only use the belly space to ship cargo, all the kind of supplies they can. And I'm including some pictures with thanks to Virgin's website. And it's also worth noting that Virgin Orbit, which has a 747-400 that they're using normally to launch small satellites, this company is cooperating together with university in Texas, Austin, and in California to develop and hopefully to get certified very soon by the FDA breathing instruments that will help people who are not critically ill, because there is a big shortage shortage when it comes to breathing machines, and they're developing a very simple kit that can be used for people who have mild symptoms of breathing problems. And now, not such a regular airline, it's Airbus itself. Airbus itself has put in service a test A330-800, the neo one, as well as a A400M, the military aircraft, and recently a A330 MRTT in development, so it's an A330-200 that's being converted to become an MRTT, to also create an air bridge from China to France, Germany, Spain and the UK. And on the A330-800 they transported approximately 2.5 million face masks, and it's only getting more. They're also supporting the French mission, and I will include a few pictures about this as well. So this is Airbus doing what it can by utilizing its aircraft, which are actually more efficient than what KLM or Virgin Atlantic are doing, because these are cargo aircraft. These aircraft are specifically built to transport a lot of cargo. So I would say thank you, Airbus. Then there is Boeing, that has made available two of its dream lifters. So the special 747-400 freighters that have been converted and have this very strange shape, a little bit like the Beluga, but then slightly different, with the opening in the back, so the tail section is coming off and opening like a door. And they're going to use them also to transport medical equipment. It's not very clear how much they can actually transport in it, because the floors are very smooth. That's basically specifically designed to transport wings and fuselages of the 787 Dreamliner, hence the name Dreamlifter. And so they don't have all these little wheels and hooks to put in pallets. So I do not know, to be honest, and even one of the pilots flying them doesn't know yet, if they will be used like they are, and they will improvise in ways to actually lock the cargo, because the cargo needs really to be locked down, or if they will open up the floors and can easily put in floors from another cargo aircraft. Maybe they have on stock, because they're not delivering aircraft at this moment and they're just using that. I have no idea. Hopefully we'll get some information, and if you do have information about this, please do share in the comments. And if you have pictures or videos, you can send them to me if you're not into uploading videos yourself, and I'll upload it and I'll give you all the credit for that, and I'll be very grateful, as well as all the viewers of this channel. The last company I would like to talk about is Colibri Aero. Colibri Aero has been working with Airbus, so it's again Airbus, on creating a special package that can be used on all A320 family aircraft, the A319, 20 and A321 passenger aircraft. And these are like what you use to transport outsized objects when you're traveling, like when I used to travel with a tent in an aircraft. You get same kind of bags with all the straps around it. So they're called seat bags, and they're made specifically for the A320 family, because they have a different size of seats than the Boeing 737, for example. And these bags sit on the seats just like passengers, but they also have what they can put on the floor, like we put our suitcases under the chair in front of us. And of course they have all these straps, and you can see this in the picture clearly. And this is how They fix them so there's nothing moving, because that's very important. If there's turbulence or something like that, you don't want the stuff to start to fly around, to get damaged, or even worse, to damage the aircraft or the people who are on board, because there are still some people traveling with it for the loading and the unloading. And here are the specifications of these bags. This is really a very nice design, and I would expect this to expand to be also used on other types of aircraft, but they're starting now with the Airbus and they're getting it certified by EASA. And the question is, how many of these will they produce and where will they go? Will they keep them themselves and rent them out to airlines who need them at certain moments? I could imagine that. Or will airlines buy them and then rent them themselves to other airlines if they have the need for this? Because there is not a constant need for this kind of seat bags, but you could imagine that if there is an emergency, or like a tsunami at a certain moment, or another natural disaster somewhere in the world, that these seat bags would be quickly shipped. I mean, they're bags, so they can be shipped in any aircraft in the cargo hold towards the area where they need them, and then be installed basically on the A320 family aircraft in the region. So this creates an additional cargo capacity while respecting the restrictions of a passenger aircraft when it comes to weight and size. It's going to be in such a way that 75 kilograms or 165 pounds of weight per seat will be distributed equally all over the aircraft. So this is your average weight of passenger. I would actually imagine in certain countries the average is higher, but this is what they decided on. I'm curious to see how this will develop further into the future. This concludes the video for today. The upcoming video, if everything goes as planned, will be the situation at Airbus, and probably I will also record 2 short videos about the future of Airbus, the future of Boeing, and I sense the future of several airlines, because a lot is changing, and this could be, let's call it interesting for now. I don't know if it's going to be American or British interesting. If you don't know the difference, Google it. If you dislike the video, you do this. If you liked it, thumbs up, share and subscribe. Also, check out my Patreon page. There you can support me and get access to exclusive content. Get more. Check it out in the link below.